What's up, explorers? Today we're venturing way off the beaten path to some of the most haunting abandoned places on Earth. Get ready to uncover the fascinating stories behind these forgotten gems. Our first stop, the ghost town of Pripyat, Ukraine. This once vibrant city of 50,000 was completely deserted after the catastrophic Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. Can you imagine? One day you're living your normal life, the next you have to flee with just the clothes on your back as radiation saturates your hometown. It's like the entire population just vanished. Personally, I find beauty in the way nature has started reclaiming these urban spaces. Next up is a place slightly harder to access, the deserted mining town of Kolmanskop in Namibia's Namib Desert. This is what happens when humans just abandon a place. The unrelenting desert steadily buries and reclaims it, swallowed by the shifting sands of time. Now for somewhere totally different, the remnants of Wonderland amusement park in Beijing. This terrifying plane crash scene was an intentional set piece. And you thought your local carnival was creepy. I'd hate to be stuck on this ride. From deserted ocean liners to ghost hotels, there's something both sad and compelling about the way these once lively, populated spaces decay into stunning ruins when forgotten. But let's take a look at somewhere truly spine-chilling, the ruins of Bangar Fort in India. Locals consider this the most haunted archaeological site in the world. Legends warn that anyone who dares spend the night here meets a grisly end. With that in mind, maybe we shouldn't linger here too long. No urban explorer wants to end up a real ghost story. On to somewhere a bit happier. Does anyone remember that amazing movie, The Beach, from 2000? Well, these were the stunningly lush abandoned Thai islands that sheltered Leo's hippie utopia before a global pandemic and over-tourism forced everyone out for over 5 years, allowing nature to heal. While unfortunate for locals, you can't deny the serenity looks amazing without rampant development marring the landscape. There's something almost magical about getting to glimpse these places without crowds, and ponder how different they once were. Next, let's explore the crumbling remnants of the Forbidden City in Chernobyl. This critically acclaimed full-scale replica of Beijing's iconic imperial palace stood for nearly 15 years before being swallowed by the radioactive zone. Wandering these decaying ornate structures while radioactive dust swirls around you is unnerving, to say the least. Just the idea of a place like this existing in Chernobyl is mind-bending. Speaking of mind-bending, like something straight out of a dystopian sci-fi film, are the remnants of Hashima Island off the coast of Nagasaki, Japan. This tiny island housed an entire self-contained coal mining community until its forcible evacuation in 1974. Row after row of abandoned concrete apartment blocks and crumbling structures give off a distinctly apocalyptic vibe. Getting up close feels like you've discovered the last remnants of a lost civilization. While some may see these places as merely forgotten ruins, for others they represent once thriving communities and livelihoods now reduced to hollow shells. Like this eerie ghost village in Namibia, where an entire town had to be hastily abandoned due to dwindling water supplies and drought. What was once home to over 600 people is now just sun-bleached husks and echoes of a former life. At the end of the day, whether reclaimed by unstoppable natural forces, suddenly emptied by disaster, or preserved by happy accident, there's a haunting beauty in the world's abandoned spaces that continues captivating us. If you were swept away by any of these real-life remnants of lost worlds, be sure to hit that like button. Let us know in the comments what other deserted locale deserves our spotlight next.